What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Stoic Inspire channel. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You're going to want to stick around for everything we talk about on love, personal growth, and everything in between. Now, if you've ever wondered what makes a woman's love feel real, genuine, and deep, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to break down 7 powerful things women do when they are truly in love with you. These aren't the cliches you've heard a million times. We're going deeper, ready to see what love looks like when it's authentic. Let's dive in. Number 1. She listens like it's her job, but in the best way. When a woman truly loves you, one of the most meaningful signs is how she listens to you. It goes far beyond the simple act of hearing what you're saying. She listens with a depth that reveals her genuine care and respect for you. In a world where distractions are constantly pulling people in different directions, her ability to give you her full, undivided attention is a clear indicator that you matter deeply to her. Whether you're talking about something light, like what happened at work today, or something more serious, like your long-term aspirations or personal challenges, she listens intently, as though it's her responsibility to understand your feelings and thoughts fully. This attentive listening is never passive. It's an active process that involves her picking up on the tone of your voice, the emotions behind your words, and the nuances of your expressions. You can tell when she's genuinely interested because her body language mirrors her focus. She makes eye contact, leans in slightly, and responds thoughtfully, often with a question or comment that shows she's been reflecting on what you've said. This kind of listening isn't just about waiting for her turn to speak. It's about making sure she understands you. She asks questions not because she's probing for information, but because she wants to know more about your inner world, your thoughts, and your heart. For example, when you tell her about a tough day at work or share a stressful situation, instead of rushing in with advice or a solution, she first takes the time to understand the full scope of what you're going through. She listens with empathy, absorbing your words without judgment or interruption. This gives you the space to open up, knowing that whatever you're sharing is being heard and validated. It can be incredibly comforting to have someone who truly listens without feeling the need to immediately fix things. Her presence alone can provide immense emotional relief, simply because she gives you the freedom to express yourself without the pressure to be anything other than honest. But it's not just about the hard times. When you share your joys, your achievements, or your little victories, she's just as attentive, celebrating your successes as if they were her own. She asks about the details of what excites you, shows interest in your passions, and is genuinely thrilled when something positive happens in your life. This kind of listening makes you feel valued and seen, and it fosters a sense of emotional intimacy that strengthens the bond between you both. It also reassures you that she's not only interested in the person you are today, but also in the person you're becoming. Moreover, when a woman listens this attentively, it also helps you build a sense of emotional security. You know that in your relationship, your thoughts and feelings matter. She's not just hearing you out because it's a polite thing to do, but because your words hold weight for her. This reinforces trust between the two of you, as it's clear that she values not just your presence, but also your mind and heart. You're not just a person she shares physical moments with, but someone whose ideas and emotions shape the way she sees the world. What sets this kind of listening apart is that it's not about waiting to speak or trying to offer advice. It's about being present in the moment with you, understanding where you're coming from, and giving you the room to feel heard and acknowledged. In the hustle and bustle of life, where it's easy for people to feel isolated and misunderstood, this quality becomes even more precious. She makes it clear that your voice is not just heard, but is important, and her deep interest in your thoughts and feelings strengthens the emotional connection you share. A woman who listens like this is laying the groundwork for a relationship that is built on mutual respect, understanding, and communication. This kind of listening isn't just a one-time thing, it's a consistent habit that builds over time, making the relationship stronger and more meaningful. Her dedication to truly hearing you becomes one of the most comforting and enduring parts of your connection, reminding you that in her heart you are a priority. When she listens with such intent, it's a clear sign that her love for you is not just in words, but also in actions. She's showing up for you every day, ready to listen, understand, and support you, no matter what comes your way. Know too, she's your partner in crime, not just your cheerleader. When a woman genuinely loves you, one of the most significant things she does is become your partner in crime, not just your cheerleader. This goes far beyond simple support. It's about shared experiences, mutual respect, and an unwavering commitment to tackling life's challenges together. She doesn't just stand on the sidelines, offering applause from a distance when things go well. Instead, she actively engages in your journey, whether you're riding high on success or facing difficulties. She's there not just to celebrate your wins, but to help you strategize through setbacks and navigate through uncertainties. Being your partner in crime means she is someone who stands beside you as an equal. She shares in the triumphs, yes, but she is also with you through the struggle. It's about more than simply giving you emotional validation. It's about working hand in hand with you to build something meaningful, something lasting. She's involved in your dreams, your goals, and your vision for the future, contributing her own ideas and helping to shape what's possible. Together, you create a shared narrative where both of you play important roles, neither of you simply playing the part of a passive observer. In a healthy, loving relationship, a woman who truly cares about you sees herself not as a distant figure in your life, but as an active participant. She's there when you're at your lowest, not out of obligation, but because she genuinely wants to help you rise above your challenges. She's your sounding board when you're unsure, offering advice not just from a place of love, but from a deep understanding of who you are and what you need. Whether it's brainstorming new ideas, making decisions about the future, or facing personal dilemmas, she's right there, collaborating with you every step of the way. Together, you both have a shared sense of purpose, each of you working toward mutual growth and success. When she's your partner in crime, she doesn't just support you emotionally, she also shares in the practical aspects of life. Maybe it's managing the household, taking care of financial decisions, or even just planning for the future. She's not waiting for you to make all the decisions on your own. She's there to help shoulder the burden. She's your teammate in the truest sense of the word, working in harmony to create a balanced, well-rounded life. She wants to know your hopes and fears, your ambitions and limitations, because she's not just interested in the person you are now, but the person you aspire to become. And she'll walk alongside you, helping you get there. But this partnership isn't just about being pragmatic, it's also deeply emotional. A woman who loves you genuinely doesn't view challenges as something to run away from, but as opportunities to strengthen the bond you share. She understands that love isn't just about enjoying the good times, it's about sticking together through the tough moments as well. In those moments, she's the one helping you see the bigger picture, reminding you of your strength, your potential, and the future you're building together. You'll never feel like you're in it alone when she's by your side. In a healthy, committed relationship, the dynamic of being partners in crime means that both people feel valued and supported, no matter what life throws at them. There's no room for jealousy or competition, because you both see each other as equals in the shared journey. She doesn't need to just cheer you on from the sidelines. She wants to be a part of the adventure, the challenges and the successes. She's there to help create the moments of joy and to stand beside you in times of hardship. This kind of love is rooted in genuine partnership, where both individuals contribute equally, share equally, and support each other through every stage of life. With a woman who genuinely loves you, her role isn't limited to being your cheerleader. She's not just a passive figure in your life, waiting for things to happen. Instead, she becomes a force of nature, pushing you forward, encouraging your growth, and helping you unlock your fullest potential. She's committed to your success, not just in a personal sense, but in a shared sense, together as a team. Love in this way is about mutual growth, where each partner challenges and supports the other, pushing both to be the best version of themselves. And in doing so, you both create something extraordinary, a partnership that's built on respect, love, and the shared belief that, together, you can conquer anything. No 3. She trusts you, and you can see it in the small moments. Trust is the foundation of any strong relationship, and when a woman genuinely loves you, this trust is evident in even the smallest of moments. It's not just about big declarations or grand gestures, but about the quiet, subtle ways she shows her belief in you. You'll notice that when she truly trusts you, she'll let her guard down in ways she doesn't with anyone else. For example, she might ask for your opinion on decisions that affect her life, whether it's something personal or professional, because she values your judgment and trusts that you have her best interests at heart. In those moments, she's not seeking validation. She's showing you that she respects your perspective and trusts your wisdom. In everyday life, trust manifests in small acts of vulnerability. Maybe she leaves her phone unattended around you, or she shares her deepest thoughts, fears, and dreams without hesitation. This is a clear sign of love, because in a world where many people guard their private lives fiercely, allowing someone into those spaces means she's comfortable enough with you to be open and honest. Trust doesn't just come from big acts. It grows in these little exchanges where she knows you will respect her feelings, listen without judgment, and support her no matter what. When she talks about her insecurities, you'll notice that she's doing it with a sense of calm and certainty, knowing you won't use those vulnerabilities against her. Additionally, trust shows up in the way she lets you be yourself without the need for pretense. She's not constantly questioning your actions or doubting your intentions. There's a sense of ease in her demeanor, and she gives you the space to make mistakes and grow because she believes in your character. She trusts that even if things don't go perfectly, your relationship will remain strong, as she knows your commitment is genuine. This trust doesn't just build over time. It's earned through consistency, honesty, and actions that align with your words. One of the most telling signs of trust is when she allows you to take the lead in situations, whether it's planning an outing, making decisions for the future, or simply navigating a problem together. She trusts you to handle things because she believes you'll do what's best for both of you. In these moments, you'll see that her faith in you goes beyond just words. It's reflected in her actions, her body language, and her willingness to be open and vulnerable. This deep trust is one of the greatest gifts a woman can give in a relationship, and when you see it in these small, everyday moments, you'll know without a doubt that she loves you. No 4. She makes time, even when her schedule is packed. When a woman genuinely loves you, she goes above and beyond to make time for you, even when her life is filled to the brim with responsibilities. We live in an age where everyone has a packed schedule. Whether it's work, school, social events, family obligations, or personal hobbies, most people have an endless list of tasks demanding their attention. Despite all of this, a woman who truly loves you will always find a way to make you a priority. And that's one of the clearest signs that she is invested in the relationship. It's not about expecting her to cancel her entire life for you. It's about her being willing to create space in her busy routine just to nurture the connection you share. She might have a demanding career or a packed calendar, but if she values you, she will intentionally make time for you, whether it's a phone call, a quick meetup during a lunch break, or even a short text to check in. When a woman genuinely loves you, these small gestures add up and become the foundation of a strong emotional connection. She recognizes that quality time matters far more than just being physically present. It's the effort she puts into carving out moments for you, no matter how little time she has. And when you know someone has a busy life, but they still make sure they set aside time for you, it's a powerful expression of love and commitment. It's also important to note that making time for you doesn't always have to be planned. A woman who loves you will make an effort to prioritize the relationship, even in the middle of her busiest days. Maybe she's finishing up a work meeting, but she sends you a quick message just to say she's thinking about you. Or after a long day of running errands and managing tasks, she still makes it a point to ask how your day was, because she genuinely wants to know. These aren't just acts of politeness. They're her way of making sure you feel seen and appreciated, even when life gets overwhelming. Another aspect of this is her willingness to adjust her plans or make sacrifices. For instance, if she's had a particularly demanding day, but she knows you need someone to talk to, she might push aside her exhaustion to spend time with you or listen to your concerns. If she loves you, she's not only willing to adjust her time, but she will do it without resentment or hesitation. She understands that relationships require effort and care, and sometimes that means putting her own schedule aside to support or connect with you. It might mean waking up a little earlier to spend a few extra minutes together, or staying up later to enjoy a quiet evening after a hectic day. What's significant here is that this isn't a one-time thing. A woman who genuinely loves you will consistently make time for you, even when her schedule is packed. This doesn't mean she'll always be available, nor does it mean that every moment will be spent together in person. But her desire to make you feel important, valued, and loved will never waver, regardless of how busy her day becomes. Over time, these small but meaningful actions add up, building trust and a deeper connection between you both. Her ability to make time for you, even in the most demanding seasons of life, is a testament to how much she cares. In the end, making time for someone is one of the clearest demonstrations of love. It shows that she is emotionally invested and committed to the relationship, and it speaks volumes about the level of care she has for you. It's not always about the grand, sweeping gestures. Sometimes it's about the small, thoughtful actions that show her dedication to being present for you. When she makes time for you in the midst of her busy life, you can be certain that she values and cherishes you in a way that goes far beyond the surface level. This commitment to the relationship, in both small and large ways, is a powerful indicator of her love. Number 5. Affection is her love language, but it's not just about physical touch. When a woman genuinely loves you, her love language is often expressed through affection, and this affection goes far beyond just physical touch. While many people associate affection with hugging, kissing, or holding hands, for her, it's about showing you care in a variety of meaningful ways that might not always involve being physically close. She expresses love through the small gestures and actions that make you feel valued and appreciated. For example, she might make an effort to check in with you throughout the day, sending thoughtful texts to let you know she's thinking about you. It could be in the way she listens to you attentively, making sure that you feel heard, or how she remembers the little things you like or dislike, showing you that she pays attention to what matters to you. Her affection is also evident in her emotional support. She will be there for you during tough times, offering encouragement, a listening ear, or simply a shoulder to lean on. It's her way of showing that she's emotionally invested in your well-being and wants to see you succeed and be happy. Another form of affection might be the thoughtful surprises she plans, like cooking your favorite meal or setting up a date night just for the two of you. These acts of kindness demonstrate her affection, making it clear that she's committed to nurturing your connection and keeping the relationship strong. But the physical touch aspect, though meaningful, is just one layer of how affection plays out in her love for you. It's the little, everyday acts that show she cares deeply. She might give you a quick hug when you're feeling down, or hold your hand when you're out in public, but the true affection she feels for you runs much deeper. It's found in the way she shows up for you consistently, the way she supports your dreams, and how she makes sure to create an environment where you both feel loved, valued, and important. So while affection can certainly include physical touch, don't miss the bigger picture. Her love language, when she genuinely loves you, is about the deeper emotional and thoughtful connections she builds with you. It's her way of saying, "I'm here for you and I love you," through the things she does every single day to make you feel seen, cherished, and loved. These actions may not always be grand or dramatic, but they are incredibly meaningful, and they're a clear sign that her love for you is real and unwavering. Number 6. She will put her needs second, but it's not a one-sided thing. When a woman genuinely loves you, she will show you that love through actions that speak louder than words. One of the most significant ways this manifests is in how she often prioritizes your needs before her own. This isn't about her neglecting her own happiness, but rather, it's an indication of how much she values your well-being and the relationship you share. She will make small sacrifices, whether it's staying up late to support you during a tough time, adjusting her plans to accommodate yours, or putting your comfort ahead of hers in difficult situations. However, it's important to understand that this act of putting her needs second isn't a one-sided dynamic. A healthy relationship is built on mutual respect, care, and compromise. She won't do this endlessly without receiving the same level of consideration in return. In fact, when a woman loves you, she expects a partnership where both of you are equally willing to put the other's needs first when necessary. She doesn't want to feel as though she's always the one making sacrifices, because genuine love is about balance, not self-sacrifice at the expense of one's own happiness. This behavior shows a deep level of empathy and connection. A woman who genuinely loves you will always look for ways to ensure that you feel supported and valued. But the key is that she is doing this with the understanding that you too will recognize her needs and prioritize them when the time comes. Love is a two-way street, and when both partners are willing to meet each other's emotional and physical needs, the relationship grows stronger. She may put your needs second, but she expects you to do the same for her, ensuring that the relationship remains healthy, balanced, and full of love. Number 7. Respect is the foundation of everything. When it comes to love, respect isn't just a simple gesture or a nicety. It is the very foundation that upholds the relationship, and without it, everything else crumbles. Respect in a relationship is the glue that binds two people together, ensuring that they stand side by side, equal in their love, care, and understanding. A woman who genuinely loves you understands this deeply and embodies respect in every action, word, and decision. She doesn't see respect as something that should be earned, but rather as something that's freely given and an essential part of a healthy connection. Respect is more than just politeness. It's about valuing each other as individuals with unique thoughts, feelings, and experiences. In a loving relationship, a woman shows her respect by valuing your opinions, whether they align with hers or not. She understands that your perspective is just as important as hers, and she listens actively and without judgment. When disagreements arise, she doesn't resort to belittling or dismissing your views, but instead seeks to understand where you're coming from, recognizing that both your emotions and thoughts matter in any conversation. A woman who truly respects you will always treat you as an equal, never trying to control, manipulate, or diminish you. She doesn't undermine your confidence, nor does she question your worth. Instead, she uplifts you, encourages you, and is proud of who you are and what you stand for. One of the clearest ways respect manifests is through trust and honesty. A woman who respects you will always be truthful, even when the truth may be difficult to share. She understands that honesty forms the bedrock of trust, and trust is what allows love to flourish. When there's mutual respect, there's no room for dishonesty or games. She knows that a relationship built on lies or hidden truths will eventually fall apart, and thus she strives to maintain transparency, no matter how uncomfortable it may seem. A woman who loves you will always show respect by being genuine with you, allowing you to be vulnerable without the fear of judgment. Respect also shows up in the way she honors your boundaries. Every person has personal limits and comfort zones, and a woman who respects you will never cross those boundaries or make you feel uncomfortable. Whether it's emotional boundaries, physical space, or time, she will always consider your needs and desires before making decisions that affect you both. This respect for your personal space is an essential part of maintaining a balanced, healthy relationship where both partners feel safe and valued. She will never push you to do something you're not comfortable with or disregard your feelings for her own benefit. Moreover, respect involves valuing your time and efforts. A woman who genuinely loves you and respects you understands that your time is precious. Whether it's your work, your hobbies, or your need for personal time, she recognizes that your commitments are important, and she doesn't take your availability for granted. When she respects you, she will make an effort to prioritize time together in meaningful ways, understanding that love isn't about quantity, but quality. She will show appreciation for the things you do, big and small, to make the relationship work. Whether it's planning a thoughtful surprise or simply checking in after a long day, she will acknowledge your contributions, showing that she values and respects your efforts to nurture the bond between you. In a truly respectful relationship, there is no room for control or manipulation. A woman who loves you won't try to change you or force you into a mold that fits her needs. Instead, she will embrace your flaws and imperfections, recognizing that you are a whole person on your own. Love should never feel like a demand. It should be a choice, a mutual decision to grow and thrive together. A woman who respects you will never try to hold you back from pursuing your goals or passions. She will encourage you to chase your dreams, knowing that your success is a reflection of your individuality. And just as you support her in her goals, she will be there to cheer you on as you take steps toward your own growth and fulfillment. Respect also means showing gratitude for each other's presence in your lives. A woman who respects you will consistently express appreciation for who you are and the love you share. She will remind you how much she values your companionship, and this gratitude will be evident in her actions as well as her words. Respectful love doesn't take anything for granted. Every small gesture, every shared moment, and every experience together is cherished and acknowledged. Finally, when a woman respects you, she will always be committed to resolving issues in a healthy way. No relationship is perfect, and disagreements are inevitable. However, respect ensures that conflicts are handled with care, maturity, and understanding. Instead of resorting to hurtful words or actions, a woman who loves you and respects you will approach problems with a mindset of collaboration. She seeks solutions, not victory in arguments, and she is open to compromise, knowing that the goal is to strengthen the relationship, not to prove who is right or wrong. Through respectful communication and conflict resolution, the bond between you both only deepens, fostering a sense of unity and resilience. Respect is truly the foundation of everything in a relationship. It creates an environment where both partners feel loved, valued, and free to be their authentic selves. When a woman loves you and respects you, she doesn't just cherish you in the good times, she also supports you through the challenges, always reminding you of your worth and the strength of the connection you share. This mutual respect is what allows love to thrive. It's the essential element that keeps the relationship grounded, healthy, and enduring. With respect as the foundation, everything else in the relationship falls into place, creating a partnership that can withstand the test of time. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to drop a like and leave a comment. What other signs of love do you look for in a relationship? Let's talk about it down below. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button for more content on love, growth, and relationship tips. Until next time, keep building meaningful connections and don't settle for anything less than the real deal.